You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Behind the back! Are you serious? No hesitation on the shot. Mizrahi's feeling it. Make it 3 for 3. And Ciolino, see you later. Here's a chance for Sias, and there's a shot and a goal. Will Spare will take it all the way. Touchdown Seahawks. The extra look and the goal. A gorgeous goal by Iona. From John Duffy Court in the Bronx, New York. Tonight, the Varsity Media Sports Network presents this Catholic AA showdown between the Gales of Iona Prep and the nationally ranked Cardinals of Cardinal Hayes. Good evening, everyone. Dylan Butler here with Dexter Henry. Another Friday night in the Catholic League. I'm not sure it can get better than it did a week ago when Stepinac and Hayes just battled it out. An incredible game, a 3-point win by Hayes. College coaches galore, but regardless, it's going to be a fun atmosphere. The student body, they're already hyped up, Dexter. And look, you put these two teams on the court against each other on a Friday night, good things usually happen.
Yeah, Friday night, great atmosphere. You talked about it last week. Dylan, it's going to be the same thing here. There's a bit of a buzz here in the building, student section getting ramped up. Everybody excited to see some good basketball here up in the Boogie Down Bronx.
Iona Prep comes in with a record of 1-3, 1-2 in the league play. They're a very young team, a younger team than expected. They were a team that really, when the season started, they had Jason Rivera as one of their keys, really the key guy. He leaves last minute, goes to Bishop Walsh in Maryland. Justin Allen then transfers to Fox Lane. Spencer Mahoney reacquaints with his dad. He transferred to Zavarian. Lawrence Mitchell. His dad got a job in Florida. He's now at City of Life Christian Academy. And Andy Kim decided not to play. So Steve Alvarado, their head coach, wasn't expecting the team that they have. And then they start off and they lose their first 3 games. They're down 18 on the road on Tuesday against Holy Cross. Yet they come out with a huge win, a big confidence boost for a very young team.
Huge confidence boost there, as you said, down 18 on the road to pick that up. Now, the thing is, you got that confidence boost in that game. It's all about how does that translate into this game, Dylan, against a very tough Cardinal Hayes opponent. We will see, but what they should have learned from that game is you got to play with that energy for the entire duration of the game. Can they play a complete game and get a big win here on the road again? Yeah,
they had a 15-0 run that was bridged from the third to the fourth quarters in that one, and they came away with a 65-58 road win. Now, Iona Prep, they're a young team. They've got a lot of guys in advanced position they didn't expect, but one guy who has been where he should be and they expected to be is their senior leader, and our impact player for the Gales is R.J. Green, the senior, 6'5", averaging 17.5 points a game. He's an unsigned senior. That's not unique in this COVID world of ours, so he's still looking to try to lock down that college scholarship, but R.J. Green is a guy who's been on this varsity for 4 years, and he's got to be the leader tonight for the Gales.
He has to be. He is their leader, and he can flat out score. This is a guy that was on pace to have over 1,800 points if not for COVID, but he still will be a 1,000-point scorer on the high school level. He has to flat out score and put the ball in the basket. And also, if he can get his younger teammates involved and able to create for them, that will be huge for this Gales team if they're to pull off the upset.
Yeah, a lot of sophomores, a freshman as well, so a lot of unexpected youth for Iona, but they will be certainly a better team by the end of the year. So Cardinal Hayes, we mentioned nationally ranked, number 24 in the country by Max Preps. Fab 50 has them nationally ranked as well. Thought they should have been ranked by ESPN. Stepinac was. They knocked them off, but they're a team. Look, they're 4-0, 3-0 on the league. Big win we mentioned last Friday night against Stepinac. Then they go on the road a Sunday afternoon to St. Peter's, right? So that's kind of one of those games that you worry about if you're a head coach, because you had all the atmosphere and excitement and emotion on a Friday night. Now you take a long bus ride across the bridge. You go to Staten Island, which is never easy to play on a Sunday afternoon.
Nope.
But the sign of a really good team is how you respond in that, and they responded in a big way. They put that game away pretty much in that first half.
Yeah, and they'll be looking to try the same thing. Want to carry some of the momentum here tonight. Another Friday night matchup here at home. Can they do that and build on that? They have to have that same energy. That's the key thing for any team at this time of year. Can you keep that same energy and continue to play well across the board?
In that game, an 83-54 win, Ian Jackson had 20 points, 12 in the first quarter. Elijah Moore had 17, including 5 threes, and that was also early. But the key, I think, one of the keys tonight, and it's been our conversation with Joe Loads, is, look, they're a very good perimeter team. We've seen that, right? But you've got to feed the big guy inside, and that big guy is our impact player, Tobe Awaka. There's probably not a better post presence in the Catholic League, right? So it's kind of a simple thing here. Instead of playing out inside or playing outside in, let's play inside out, and that's where Tobe is expected to have a big game here tonight.
Expected to do that, and that's going to be the focus from Loads and his coaching staff. Can they play inside out? If you watch a lot of their offense, they play a motion offense where you'll see Awaka move a lot around the box. When he gets touches in the box, is he going to be able to make quick decisions in the post, spin, get to the basket? We saw some success that he had with that at the end of the step in that game. I think that's more of what Coach Loads wants to see here tonight from Awaka.
Yeah, you want to get him the ball inside. A lot of good things happen when he has it inside. He's got a good soft touch around the rim. He knocks down his free throws. He's also shown the ability this year to step out, knock down those 15-footers as well. And look, if the perimeter guys want to get shots and Tobe's on, they're going to collapse on Tobe, and now you'll get open outside shots as well.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's what's going to happen. If he's on his game inside, it's just going to open things up on the outside for other guys. It opens up penetration, open threes, which is exactly what the Cardinals want to do tonight, and they should be able to get that and get those shots with a player as talented as Awaka is.
So let's take a look at our starters tonight. First for the visitors from Iona Prep. You see coached there by Steve Alvarado in his 5th year out of Bronx High School of Science. Blaze New, a guy, again, they expected him to be there, certainly. The junior, the leader in terms of the point guard, right? The high-energy guy. You love to have that from a guy running the point. You've also got one of the freshmen. You've got a couple freshmen, but one in the starting lineup. That's Chris Benwari Singh, 6'1" freshman. He'll be a big player. You mentioned Green before, and now you're going a little bit big. And Iona, a lot of teams in the Catholic League maybe don't have the size. It's certainly not of Awaka's ability because they're not necessarily as big. But you look inside, and a guy like A.J. Rodriguez, who had a huge game against Holy Cross, a big sort of coming out party for him in that one. And also Alexander Bryant. Expect a sophomore, 6'8". He's got to be big. He's got that 7-foot wingspan, and he's just got to play big to keep Tobe Awaka honest.
Yeah, and that's the challenge when you're going up against Awaka and the Cardinals. They have a lot of length. They can disrupt things for a lot of teams. And offensively, they're just tough to guard because a lot of players are long, but they also have a great deal of athleticism, which is tough for the opposition to guard. So you want to try to counter that with some length yourself, and that's what Iona Prep's trying to do.
Let's look at the starters for Hayes, and a little bit of a change from previous games. Obviously, DJ Victory leading the point. I like this point guard matchup tonight between Victory and New. That should be a lot of fun. We mentioned Elijah Moore before, right? A guy who has knocked down a lot of threes in a reserve role. He's a starter tonight, as is Mamadou Traore. He's the normal starter. The guy missing from this 5, and of course, Ian Jackson leading headlines. And we mentioned Awaka before for head coach Joe Loads. The difference here tonight is you've got an illness to Tariq Foster, who has been phenomenal for Cardinal Hayes. So a little bit of a smaller lineup tonight for Hayes, where you go kind of 4 guards if you want to count Jackson as a guard. Maybe call him a small forward, if you will, but a smaller lineup than they've displayed before. But listen, when you got a kid like Moore shooting it the way he is, he deserves a spot in the starting lineup.
Oh, yeah, he's a tremendous shooter, and they want to take advantage of that here tonight. And they've just got skilled shooters all around in this team. So if they can play the way they want to inside out, this bodes well for them to have a good offensive night tonight.
You mentioned the starters before as well. Iona Prep, we mentioned Steve Alvarado out of the Bronx High School of Science. So he's a Bronx guy. From a 1987 grad. We'll take a quick break for this playing of our national anthem.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Varsity Media is the tri-state area sports leader. We offer an array of services for any team, coach, player, athletic director, and parent. From game film to live streaming, we are available to cover your event anytime, any place. Looking for an enhanced experience? How about a professional broadcast with multiple camera angles, announcers, graphics, and instant replay? Need a highlight reel? We produce individual highlights for college recruiting and team highlight videos for end-of-season banquets. And when it comes to social media, nobody has you covered better than us. Hype videos, sideline highlights. We can tailor custom videos to make your team stand out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Why waste your time dealing with anyone else? When it comes to sports video, Varsity Media stands alone. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or online at varsitymedia.net.
And welcome back to John Duffy Court. Dylan Butler, Dexter Henry. Mentioned the head coaches before. Head coach Steve Alvarado for Iona Prep in his 5th year, but his 10th overall at the school. Previously, Dexter, he was the JV head coach. He led the Gales to 2 Archdiocesan Division championships, back-to-back city title appearances, including the championship win in 2016. What's interesting about Alvarado, you see him there at the end of the Iona Prep bench, is he's a guy who has coached kids from 6 years old through middle school, high-level AAU, high school as well. So probably not a better person situated to deal with a very young team, right? And what you do and need to do to coach a 14 and a 15-year-old with not a lot of varsity experience versus kind of that seasoned team, right, that like Joe Lodes has.
Yeah, bodes well for him to be in that situation and just knowing how to talk to younger guys and getting them to understand and learn the game. And right now for Iona Prep, a lot of it is about them learning how to win. And that's something Coach Alvarado can do. He can teach them how to win, and these young guys are looking to learn from his tutelage.
Yeah, he said really, like, the game against Holy Cross, he said, it just clicked, right? Like, he's been waiting for that click, and he said it's about energy. It's about playing exceptionally hard, harder than they realized that they could play. He says one of his sayings, Alvarado, is he says energy finds the ball. So in that kind of a game, suddenly it clicked. He had 5 guys playing really hard. It allowed them to lock down in defense and then become a little bit more forceful attacking the ball and the glass offensively as well. The Hayes starters are being introduced now. We mentioned before their head coach is Joe Lodes. You see him there right on the side there in the, what is it, I guess a gray pull-up, you'll say. 14th season out of St. Francis Prep. 264 career wins, 3-time Coach of the Year. His associate head coach is Tim Philp, former Stepanak head coach, was a leader of that program, really helped build that program. And they've got a great synergy, these two do, where Joe Lodes is more of that offensive coordinator, if you will. He's doing all the offensive stuff. Philp is locking things down defensively, so you kind of play off each other's strengths, and the yin to their yang, and it's been a good partnership between those two coaches.
Yeah, and you see how it's been working for them thus far this season. I think the thing that they both want to see in that partnership is their team be consistent and not take any opponent lightly, and that's definitely going to be the message as we head towards this tip here between the Gales and the Cardinals.
Referees tonight, Richie Katz, Patrick Bowie, and Cesar Tejada.
Brian and Awaka for the tip.
Awaka wins the tip, and DJ Victory will get things started offensively. And already we see a zone defense.
2-3.
Jackson misses the three-point shot. There's Awaka inside, and he is fouled on the putback attempt.
And when you see a 2-3 like that, Dylan, sometimes that is looking to neutralize Awaka, who we know is going to get a lot of the focus there. But as you saw a missed shot there, Awaka able to get the rebound, and that's where he excels so well. Scoring points off the glass. Doesn't get the shot to go there, but the first free throw was good.
Yeah, nice touch there by Iwaka. We mentioned that before, where he's able to knock that down as a field goal, but you can see the soft touch there, knocks down both free throws. And Hayes showing a little bit of pressure here. And again, when you watch the film on Iona, that's where they struggled against St. Raymond's, right? So you could see maybe the recognition there by Hayes as now they slip back into their own 2-3 zone, a matchup, and actually allows New to take an open three-point shot. Rimmed out, battle for the loose ball. It's won by Victory, and Jackson comes away with it. You got to watch out for him in transition. Loses it, though. Iona now in transition. New blocked from behind, but that'll be a goaltending call, so count the bucket for Blaze New.
And that's what Iona Prep wants to do. You saw that right there, able to get a score in transition. It was a goaltend, but that's what they want to do. Be able to create some havoc, be able to get out and get some easy points.
2-2 is your score, just underway. Jackson out to Moore. They swing it. Here's Victory into the lane. Front rim, no good. Iwaka, the rebound. The putback attempt is good.
Already 2 offensive rebounds that have led to scoring for the Cardinals by Iwaka.
And his points, again, have come off those putback opportunities. Still looking to get him the ball inside. Work some plays for him. Iona looking for the response. Iwaka affects that shot attempt by R.J. Green. And will go the other way. Victory gets it out to Moore. Victory into the corner. Iwaka's calling for it in the low blocks. Moore, open three, good.
And that's what Moore can do for you. We know about the stroke from deep, but fantastic ball movement by Hayes right there on that possession.
Elijah Moore averaging 11 points a game. Joe Lode said, as good a shooter as we've ever had here. Benwari Singh goes back door.
Nice play there for the easy score by the Gales.
7-4 is your score. Back out to Moore, guarded there by New. Quickly in front of the bench. There's a three-point opportunity. Traore, back iron, no good. Look at the man inside. Iwaka, the putback.
It's amazing, Dylan, because if you watch Iona defensively, they're playing a 2-3 zone, but they're always making sure they have 2 bodies on Iwaka, but he still comes up with another offensive rebound.
Pull up. Sweet-looking shot there by Green.
Green with the nice stroke there.
His first 2 of the game. There's Jackson, hands off to Victory. Dribble penetration, kicks in the corner. Another 3 in front of the Iona bench is good. Traore.
We talked about it at the top. They want to play a little inside out. Right now, it's been getting a lot from the outside going for Hayes. Still haven't got a post touch for Iwaka. Let's see if they can get one here.
Correction there, that was Jaden Williams. Iwaka again, look out. Victory's in the lane trying to just avoid getting stepped on. New. Bounce pass. Jumper. Back rim, no good. And a hold will be called underneath. So that's a little bit of a different look here where Jaden Williams, the long 6'3 junior, who can shoot it. He also just picked up his first, but you saw that nice three-point attempt in front of the Iona bench.
Yeah. And what's impressing me right now is Iwaka's dominance on the board. 4 offensive rebounds already in this contest.
New struggling to get it in, finally does, out to Benwari Singh. Back to New. Benwari Singh, this kid is a freshman. Hands off, and there's the experienced senior, R.J. Green. Puts it on the court, blocked by Tobe, but it stays with Iona.
Tobe, great job there, not getting in the air, using his hands to swat that ball away effectively.
New again struggling, just lifts it out to midcourt. Look out. Oh, Captain Jack. Another jam for Ian Jackson. A 30-second timeout by Iona.
Look, this is what you're going to get on Friday night here at Hayes. Captain Jack going up for the nice throwdown there, getting the student section up on their feet. Gotta love that, Dylan.
Listen, it's kind of worth the price of admission when you know you might get 2 or 3 of those in a game.
You might. And look, if you get him out in the open court like that, oh, man, he's going to give you some kind of highlight, and he delivered there. That is for sure.
And listen, he might even sign some of these back pages of the New York Post. Let's show that for the fans. How about that? That's Boogie Fland on the left at Archbishop Stepanek. We didn't see him last week. He's injured, and there he is, Captain Jack. Ian Jackson, the new NLI, right? Name, likeness, image. High school students, a great story by Zach Braziller out of the New York Post. Back page of Sunday's paper. How about that for Cardinal Hayes sophomore?
Hey, that's some good exposure. Also like seeing the kids getting paid. Nothing wrong with that. Getting a little money there for their name, likeness, and image. Yeah,
Captain Jack T-shirts, a hot commodity here in the Bronx. They go in the corner. 3-point shot is good, and that's the response you like out of a timeout, isn't it, Dexter, where R.J. Green knocks it down from 3. He's got 5.
He's got 5 of their 9, and they need him to score, and that's a great response, as you said, Dylan, out of the timeout. Let's see how Hayes responds here.
Victory spins. Good recognition by Green to get out on the shooter. Williams, elbow, jumper, no good. Victory crashes the glass. 4-2.
Great job by Victory, not giving up there on the air ball, able to put that back up.
You can see just physically the difference with Green, right, where you know he is a senior. Green in the lane. Victory strips him, but they'll call the jump.
Good hands there by Victory. Still haven't seen Hayes get a touch in the post. That's something we still haven't seen yet. So we know Coach Loads wants to see a little bit more of that inside-out play. We'll see if they can work that into their half-court offense.
They're going to reset the shot clock, bring it down to 24. It had reset. Checking in for Iona, Johnny Keenan, the freshman guard, as well as Marcel Henry, the 6'7" sophomore. Green, his 3, rims out. Battle for the ball. Look out. Green hits the floor hard as he and Owaka battle for the loose ball. Good to see RJ back on his feet right away.
Yeah, good to see that. Both players going hard for that rebound there, as you'd like to see. It was just a shoulder-to-shoulder contact that took Green down, but glad to see that he's okay.
So Hayes will go length of the court after that, and they'll bring again the shot clock down, and it gets adjusted to 33 as Moore will bring the ball up. Victory right now playing off ball. He's got it now in front of us. Kicks it inside. Jumper in the lane by Jackson is good.
It's good movement on the motion offense. A nice job there by Jackson, showing that it's not just all athleticism. He can do some nice touch with the shot right there.
And Dexter, that's one of the things that you hear opposing coaches say about Loads and his offensive sets. You've got to prepare for like 30, 40 different things. He will throw a lot of things at you. There is Keenan, the freshman from 3.
Nice shot there. Not afraid at all to let it fly.
That's what I was impressed with when I watched their game against St. Raymond's. Look, it's not that, typical tough Friday as Owaka's jumper rims out. They've got some crowd restrictions because of COVID as Green goes hard to the glass, and he was fouled on his way up. But Keenan went in there, and he battled. He didn't care about the fact that he was at Rays and everything that comes with having to play there. He just balled out.
He did for sure, and he looks like a very fearless player, as we've seen him hit a couple shots already in this contest. And Green, speaking of him, he's been fearless too. He's been attacking the rim every chance he can get. Gets to the line here, hits the first.
Yeah, Green now with 6 of his team's 13 MAC NEC interests. 4-year varsity player. His second free throw rims around, no good. Jackson with the rebound.
Green Jr. splits them at the line.
Victory back to Jackson. One of the things that Steve Alvarado told us leading up to this game, as there's a 3 by Traore, rims out. New chase the rebound down. They've got to be careful of Hayes in transition. Take away some of those opportunities. Green, strong move to the hole, no good. Ball bounces around, stays with Iona. Oh, the little scoop. Layup by A.J. Rodriguez.
Right now, Iona prep, when they get second chance points, they're converting.
3-point game. New comes away with it. Off the turnover.
Rodriguez on the layup.
New works off the screen by Henry. Drive, scoop layup, too strong. Henry the rebound. Back out to Keenan. And a stoppage by Richie Katz. Is that a
Timeout. Gales basketball.
and they'll have another substitution. Not sure what that was off of, but coming in now is Bengari Bariti.
First game for me. Bagley, Barrett.
Green. Henry goes inside. Green spins. Volleyballs it in!
Count the basket.
And the foul.
Wow. What a finish. Goes up, loses complete control. Watch this again, folks. Drives to the baseline, turns around, loses control, and as Dylan accurately said, volleyballed it in for the finish, and will try to get 3 the hard way at the line.
That's his first, team's second.
And some confusion here. Alvarado.
Oh, wow, they're saying it wasn't in the act of shooting?
Correction, foul was called on the floor. Basket is no good.
Wow.
That's a shocker.
Yeah, not sure about that one. I mean, you're looking at a possible and one, and now you've got to try to get it so let's see how much that swing affects the young team. Loose ball. Victory comes away.
Tie up, possession arrow favors the Cardinals.
And possession goes to Cardinal Hayes.
All right, look, that's a potential 3-point swing right there.
Or more.
Or more, right, that it could have been. So disappointing, but we'll see how Iona responds to that, if they're disappointed or they're still able to keep focus on the defensive end.
I've liked what I've seen from them off that 30-second timeout, where they've been a different, more aggressive team, it feels like, since that. There's Awaka inside. Finally, they feed the beast.
Victory.
And Awaka scores inside from Victory.
Awaka's been very impressive in the way he's caught the ball, whether off rebounds or getting that pass inside, and able to have a nice touch to finish.
Another nice touch there by Green from the foul line. The seniors are playing here tonight, Green and Awaka.
Yes, they
As
are.
now Hayes' shot clock is off. They can hold for the last with a 3-point lead. Victory out at midcourt. 8 seconds. 7, he will go. Spins, kicks out. 3-point shot. Rims out, no good. Chase for the ball. Here comes New from half court. Off the rim. No good.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Entertaining first quarter. 20-17. We have the dunk by Ian Jackson. A 3-point play that probably should have been on the other side, but a really good battle here the opening 8 minutes. We'll take a quick timeout. Cardinal Hayes with a 20-17 lead. You're watching this Catholic AA showdown on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
It's time to get hyped with Varsity Media. We offer an array of video services sure to amp up your team. From staged preseason hype videos with custom lighting and smoke machines to sideline highlights of a big game. How can your team stand out from the crowd? Contact Varsity Media today and let us tailor something your squad will never forget. These are the best times of your life. Capture them in the most creative ways possible with the sports leader, Varsity Media.
Welcome back to John Duffy Court. Dylan Butler, Dexter Henry here. Another Friday night in the Catholic High School League. Cardinal Hayes with a 20-17 lead. Great schedule for Cardinal Hayes. We'll show you it now. We'll pop it in there again later on as we're about to have the tip. You can see here, you go back to back. You've got a league game against Iona, and then in less than 24 hours, you're taking on a top 10 ranked team in Long Island Lutheran tomorrow in one of those weekend showcases.
Not easy. Not an easy turnaround at all.
And they're saying that was in the act of shooting.
Yeah, that's a little confusing considering the other call that we saw that the official said was not in the act of shooting. So some folks, including us, are trying to figure it out.
And Jackson to the line, knocks down his first attempt. The sophomore who we showed you before made back page headlines, has made national news as well. Captain Jack has got a lot of college interest, and you can see why. Here they come in transition. Oh, a double dribble by Victory. That's a tough one. You had a shooter on the wing. You had a Waka going to the lane. A lot of things positive could have happened there.
Yeah, and that was definitely on Victory. That was a good call by the officials. He brought his hand to the ball as he was thinking about the lob to a Waka. You could tell that he was thinking about it right there, but he had a lot of options. That should have probably been a score for the Cardinals.
New to Bariti. Back to New. They swing it this side. Green tries to go baseline. He's locked off there. Back out to New. 17 on the shot clock. New. Kick out for three. Good. Mike Ryan. Number 12. Right off the football field. Jackson gets the friendly rim.
Nice touch there by Jackson.
Yeah, we've got to add Mike Ryan in. We haven't had him before.
That's right.
Mikey Ryan, we saw the impact that he had. You got a first-hand look down on the sideline there at Mitchell Athletic Complex. Here he is again. Oh, from deep, Mikey Ryan.
And he had a little something to say to the student section as he hit that three from about the Grand Concourse, knocking it down.
Listen, we've seen what his brother can do, right?
We have.
In the association.
What a shot.
And that gets the student section lively, right? They got yelled at there a little bit. Tyreek Fields. Awaka nearly over the back. Good fake there by Jackson. Tries to go inside. Fouled by Henry on the way up.
See the athleticism of Jackson and what he can do as we take another look at the deep shot. Knocking it down. Ryan wasn't on the roster, but he sure is in the scorebook right now.
So Henry, that's his first, team's third. At the line shooting two, Ian Jackson.
So Jackson back to the line. 2 for 2. And that one rims around and out. Moore comes back in.
Checking in for the Cardinals.
As does Bryant for Iona. Takes those football players a little time, right? Because you go back-to-back seasons. It's a different athleticism that you need. You need to, like they always say, you need to get into basketball shape. It's a different shape.
Yeah, you got to get into that is true. You got to get into basketball shape. Got to get the conditioning. Got to get your legs, and especially on deep threes like that, you definitely need your legs there.
25-23 lead for the nationally ranked Cardinals. New checks the scoreboard. Now he'll go. He's got a walk on him. Stolen by Jackson. Captain Jack inside to Awaka. A lot of Gales, though, in there. There comes Green. Looking for the foul. It wasn't given. Another jump ball, and this one will go to Cardinal Hayes.
What I like in this game right now is the pace has picked up a little bit. Is neither of these teams, they're not settling for the jumpers in transition. They are attacking the rim. They're looking to either get that shot in or get to the line. That bodes well.
Corner three by Moore.
3-point basket.
His second three of the game extends Hayes' lead to 28-23. New, the junior. Hands off to Green. Ryan, he's going to go again. Rims out, no good. Battle for the loose ball, and it will stay with Iona. You'll love the confidence by Mikey Ryan. He'll step out now, get a big ovation from his bench. He did his job, that is for sure, and buried back-to-back threes.
Yep, came in and gave some very good minutes, hit two very big shots.
Off the inbound, inside. Rejection, that was Green. A second opportunity, spins, no good. Off the backboard. Here we go, Moore pulls up from 3. That is another 3. 3 threes for Moore.
Man, he can shoot. Loads calls him as good as any shooter he's ever had. And you see why there in the last 2 3-point attempts, nothing but net.
Benwari Singh swings it. There's Green. Tries to go baseline. Spins, loses it. We go the other way. Victory. Jackson from the same spot rims out. Owaka the putback.
They've got no answer. They have not been able to keep him off the offensive glass. He's cleaning up everything.
Owaka now with 10. And there you see it. You don't want, this is what Loads was saying. He can get his off of rebounds, but you want to run stuff for him. They still really haven't, yet he's got 10. We're not keeping his rebound numbers, but he's got to almost have close to that as well.
He's got to. I believe that is, according to my count, that is his 5th offensive board in this contest. And you talk about not running stuff for him. He only had that one score where he cut to the middle of the paint and was able to get a little runner there. So they haven't done that. But the fact that he can just get his points so easily off of these misses, it's deflating for the other team in the defense.
And now a 10-point lead, the largest of the game for Hayes. And Owaka, Joe Loads says he's the best conditioned student that he's ever coached. Loads always with the good one-liners, jokes. He's like Ivan Drago from the Rocky movies. He's boxed up everywhere.
He's in great shape, Dylan.
But just a physical specimen. And Owaka, what you'll love, too, is he's not just a big body, right? He's also 3rd-ranked student in his class. So he's got 100 average. So you've got Yale and Fordham and the Max in St. Louis from the A-10 Pitt as well, all interested in a guy who, again, Loads puts a lot on him, thinks he could be, by the end of this season, the player of the year in the Catholic League.
He's got all the tools to do it. He's got all the tools to dominate this league, the physical ability. Also a very smart player, runs the floor well, runs hard, and he rewards himself constantly by getting those boards and finishing strong.
And, you think of all those names, right, like of guys who you go back like a Kenny Anderson, right, and Felipe Lopez, and the Catholic League is littered with incredible players who ended up winning that award. And Owaka maybe at this point could be the favorite to win that this year. Jamal Mashburn as well, right?
Absolutely.
Look at that strong move from Green.
One of the things I've liked from prep, we've seen it twice out of timeouts, executed well. Green with a nice finish there.
And then active hands as well by the senior. And that's a little bit, too, of what Steve Alvarado was saying about Green. We know his physical tools, right, but he wants to be more vocal, be a more forceful presence on the floor to help a lot of these younger guys, provide that leadership. He is here tonight.
Well, you have seen that.
Moore. Good recognition there by New, getting out on the shooter. Another shooter is Williams. Jaden Williams knocks down another 3.
Hayes has been stroking it from deep.
Williams, a guy who's just kind of figuring it all out right now, the 6'3 junior. And that's the turnover that Alvarado is saying we don't need, right? Like those unforced turnovers a little bit. Owaka goes out, so now you're a little bit smaller for Cardinal. Hayes, maybe an opportunity for Iona to capitalize.
Hey, when Owaka goes out, they have to capitalize, especially if they can get points inside when they get the ball. They've got to capitalize now and also hopefully be able to force some turnovers and get some easy baskets, which had them close in this game in the first quarter.
Victory kicks it in the corner. Another three-point attempt. That rims out. That was Fields. And where will we go? A conversation among the officials.
After the Zebras confirm,
and
ball is awarded
Patrick
to the
Bowie and Cesar Tejada had the conversation, and we will go the other way.
Yeah, if you're Iona Prep, this is a key moment right now at the end of this second quarter. Can you cut into this 11-point deficit and get it to single digits before halftime?
New from 3. Side of the rim, no good. And the tough thing is when you don't have a guy like Iwaka in and you miss those threes, that's an easy rebound for a team that's gone smaller.
Yeah, absolutely. And that three there by New was rushed. Never got his feet set on that one. And look who's coming right back in the game.
Yeah, your opportunity to play without Iwaka on the court just ended. He's back in the game.
That was about 30 seconds and 2 possessions, folks. That was it.
Victory off the inbounds. Moore. There's the play inside. Iwaka inside the lefty hook. He'll get his own putback.
Offensive rebound, I believe, according to my count, number 6. Even when he got the post up inside, he missed, but still got his own board.
And he's got 12 on the game as well. The lead is 13. New dribbles baseline. Kicks it out. 3-point attempt is good. Benwari Singh.
Now Iona Prep has to get stops in these final 2 minutes of this period.
Benwari Singh now with 5, and Loads will talk things over. This will be a 30-second, so we'll keep it here. Let's show that schedule again for you. And listen, when you've got guys like Jackson and Iwaka you play, you've got to say kind of a national schedule, right? Certainly at this point. A Nike school now is Cardinal Hayes, and you can see here, right, tomorrow afternoon they go to play Lehigh, and they'll head to Arkansas in the new year for their hoop hall tournament out there. They'll go up to Springfield as well. In Arkansas, they're going to play Chaminade College Prep out of Missouri, and then Little Rock Parkview in Arkansas. Up in Springfield, they'll play De La Salle out of Illinois, Bergen Catholic at Iona. So a lot of big games. Never mind, of course, the games against Rays and Stepanak and Iona Prep and St. Francis Prep on the other side of things as well. Malloy coming here. So a lot of big games this year for Cardinal Hayes. And if you're one of their players, if you're an Ian Jackson, if you're an Elijah Moore, you'll love that. You'll love to play a national schedule.
Yep, Iron's going to sharpen iron there, playing the national schedule against some of the top teams. That's only going to help you in league competition where those games mean so much.
A little more aggressive feel now defensively by Iona. As Victory goes to the hole, no good. Iwaka, another offensive rebound. One of the few putbacks he's missed. Victory spins in the lane, and he was fouled on his way up.
Victory, quick hands there, able to get the shot up. Not the smallest player on the floor, I believe, but able to come away with that rebound and put it back up to get to the line.
Benwari Singh with the foul. Victory to the free throw line, rims out the first. In our conversation with Steve Alvarado, we said, listen, we want to get his name right? So we'll say it first. You'll correct us. We'll get it right on game night. But the funny thing about Benwari Singh is a lot of these PA announcers, not tonight, this guy's done a great job. They've just went to Singh. They've taken the rest of it. It's been too long for them to figure it out.
Yeah, I said, you can't do that. You got to put some respect on his name and say the full last name properly. The full name properly, I should say.
That was what our plan was here on the Varsity Media.
We've got it right.
Sports Network. 39-28 is the score. Big possession here. Under a minute now left in the first half. Green drives. Layup was no good. So 11 could become 13 here, or 14. More from 3. Both sides of the rim, no good. New, the rebound, quickly outlets, looking for a 3-point attempt. That's no good. Here comes Captain Jack, pulls up. No good. A little wild, the action right now. And a foul was called on the floor.
Guess who got another offensive rebound? That would be Iwaka. Just the fact that he's able to dominate and continue to have possessions even when they miss shots, Hayes I'm talking about, is extremely impressive, and that's all because of Iwaka.
Green picks up his 3rd, team's 5th. Shot clock is off. So again, Victory now on the other side by the scorers table will take his time. New not out, so you're not going to get the 5-second call right on him. So nope. You've got plenty of time now. Let's see when he'll start his move. 5 seconds. victory goes now. In the corner, Owaka, his range! Why not? Tobey Owaka from downtown buries the three, and he extends Cardinal Hayes' lead to 42-28.
Well, he'd been doing it from inside. Why not a little bit from outside? Owaka showing the range. Gotta love that. He's got a great touch. Big man with a fantastic touch there, so you gotta love that.
We'll get Joe Loads here in a moment. 42-28, Tobey Owaka showcasing that range. As we'll get Joe set up here. Court side with us. A big shot there by Tobey Owaka. Head coach Joe Loads with us now. Joe, what did you think here of the first half?
Interesting half. I lost my voice yelling here. I thought Tobey showed why I think he's the best player in the league. You know, he's just so tough. Rebounds everything. Shoots the three at the end. He's a dynamic player. He shoots a three. He can dribble it. He can dunk. You can cheat off him in the class. He has 100 average. I mean, the kid just does everything. I mean, fantastic.
I think by our count, at least 6 offensive rebounds. You've challenged your guys to work the ball inside out. It's been a little bit of a work in progress there. He's gotten a lot of his on putbacks of some misses, but when you do kick it inside, you obviously could see you could reap the benefits from that.
You know, a long time ago in the CHSAA, you'd have to go and scout, and you'd have to go to the gym and show up and scout. But with these great new things like Varsity Media, we can't sneak Tobey by anybody. So people watching the videos and they see that this guy's pretty tough inside. So you realize you have to double him and triple him, so it's hard to get the ball inside as much as we like to. You know, as much as I'm telling him, throw it to the big guy, to someone in front of him and behind him. So it's not the easiest thing to do. But when we got guys like Elijah and Jaden Williams shooting threes from the outside, it makes it a lot easier for us.
What do you want to see from your guys in the second half?
You know, I thought Iona shot the ball well. I just want to come out with some intensity, play hard, push the ball. You know, people are always worried about their zone offense. You know, if we rebound the ball and push it before they can set up the zone, I look like a good coach.
Well, hope you looked like that in the second half as well.
I appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Joe Loads, thanks for joining us. Your score again at halftime, Cardinal Hayes, a 42-28 lead. We'll take a quick break. We'll get you some halftime stats, some highlights as well. You're watching this Catholic AA Showdown on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Varsity Media is the tri-state area sports leader. We offer an array of services for any team, coach, player, athletic director, and parent. From game film to live streaming, we are available to cover your event anytime, any place. Looking for an enhanced experience? How about a professional broadcast with multiple camera angles, announcers, graphics, and instant replay? Need a highlight reel? We produce individual highlights for college recruiting and team highlight videos for end-of-season banquets. And when it comes to social media, nobody has you covered better than us. Hype videos, sideline highlights. We can tailor custom videos to make your team stand out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Why waste your time dealing with anyone else? When it comes to sports video, Varsity Media stands alone. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or online at varsitymedia.net. It's time to get hyped with Varsity Media. We offer an array of video services sure to amp up your team. From staged preseason hype videos with custom lighting and smoke machines to sideline highlights of a big game. How can your team stand out from the crowd? Contact Varsity Media today and let us tailor something your squad will never forget. These are the best times of your life. Capture them in the most creative ways possible with the sports leader, Varsity Media. Parents and athletes, why leave your college career in the hands of amateurs? Varsity Media produces professional college recruiting videos that you can use to help land a spot on the team. our highlight reels have proven to save thousands of dollars in college tuition. You've worked hard and put the effort into your high school athletic career. Don't take any chances when it comes to your future. Varsity Media has been producing college recruiting videos since 2010. We understand what college coaches are looking for, and our attention to detail on your highlights will separate your resume from others. Stand out from the crowd. We'll help showcase your talents. Contact Varsity Media today and order a college recruiting video.
Over the middle, he's got a man. It's complete. Ciolino. See you later.
Going long, wide open, Perazzi, he gets it, Perazzi, foot raise, 10, 5, make it, touchdown, punch, counter punch.
With a trickery, Ryder gets it back, goes over the top for Haberman. What a catch!
Just Ross Simmons strips him, that's loose, and Ross Simmons is going to take this the other direction. Make it, touchdown, touchdown East. You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Varsity Media is the tri-state area sports leader. We offer an array of services for any team, coach, player, athletic director, and parent. From game film to live streaming, we are available to cover your event anytime, any place. Looking for an enhanced experience? How about a professional broadcast with multiple camera angles, announcers, graphics, and instant replay? Need a highlight reel? We produce individual highlights for college recruiting and team highlight videos for end-of-season banquets. And when it comes to social media, nobody has you covered better than us. Hype videos, sideline highlights. We can tailor custom videos to make your team stand out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Why waste your time dealing with anyone else? When it comes to sports video, Varsity Media stands alone. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or online at varsitymedia.net.
Welcome back to John Duffy Court. Dylan Butler, Dexter Henry here, halftime of this Catholic AA showdown. It is Cardinal Hayes with a 42-28 lead. Let's look back at some of our leading scorers here tonight. And listen, we had our impact players. We look pretty good when our impact players are also the two leading scorers here tonight as well. RJ Green has led the way for Iona Prep with 10. What did you think of RJ in this first half?
I thought early on he played very aggressively attacking the rim, which is what he needed to do. Shots weren't falling from the outside in the second quarter. I think he needs to get back to attacking the rim and helping his team out on the boards. But he's been impressive at 10 of the 28 points. We talked about this at the top, Dylan. They're going to need much more of his offense if they're going to come back in this contest and close this gap from a 14-point deficit.
Also for Iona, Mike Ryan had 6. Benwari Singh with 5, 2 for New, 3 for Keenan, 2 for AJ Rodriguez. For Cardinal Hayes, listen, again, we mentioned, right? The big fella inside, there you see him, 00, Tobe Awaka, 13 points, at least 6 offensive rebounds, probably about 4 or 5 defensive rebounds, and he showcased that range at the end with the 3, 13 points in that first half.
Look, he was as good as was advertised. Dylan, we talked about at the start of this contest, and you saw what a beast he is on the boards, and you saw, as he talked about it, the touch from the outside as well. We expect him to continue doing this. This is a game where you can see him have a 20-20 game. This is very possible, folks watching this, that this guy can have a 20-20 game. You've seen how he's dominated. Expect more of that in the second half.
Elijah Moore, Ian Jackson with 9 points apiece. Jaden Williams, those 2 threes. We've seen his production here tonight more than we've seen in the past as well. And 3 points from DJ Victory. Really nobody in foul trouble. A lot of up and down action for both teams. Awaka, Victory, Williams, each with one foul. Green, Benwari, Singh, Bryant, Henry, and Ryan. Everybody has one foul in this game. So we expect to see certainly some of the better players continue there. Not a lot of, again, foul trouble. Yeah, we mentioned before Cardinal Hayes, nationally ranked number 24 by Max Preps this week. 4-0, 3-0, and as well as Fab 50. There we can see right there. They're number 24 ranked. That was their tweet earlier this week by Cardinal Hayes. And listen, it comes with it, right? You play in a tough league. You play a national schedule. You win those big games, and you get your just desserts with a national ranking.
Get that. But with that also comes that a lot of teams are going to be gunning for you. They're trying to knock you off, and that's why Joe Lodes wants to see consistency, right? Consistency from his team in terms of playing the way that he knows they can with the talent that they have and bringing that every night no matter who the opponent is.
Yeah, in our conversation with him, that win, that 3-point win, 70-67 last Friday against Stepanak, he said, look, we could play better. He thinks he might have gotten Stepanak's best punch, but believes that really, his team can show a little more than that. So that's always a good sign when you think maybe your biggest opponent, certainly in the Archdiocese, maybe played their best, their A+ game, and maybe you might have played like a B-.
Yeah, and he's going to push it. He's going to use that to motivate his guys, tell them that they can play better, even when somebody, their biggest rival and toughest opponent probably gave them their best.
Green on the ball off that Jackson miss. Powers his way. Moore gets in the passing lane, and Victory will scoop layup.
Hayes is just so long. They can wreak havoc defensively. And look for them to keep up this defensive intensity as we start the second half.
Victory with 5. 3-point shot rims out. Victory in the corner to Moore, the shooter. Back out to Victory. Drives, pulls it up, kicks it back out. Williams, another 3, rims out, and Awaka will be called for the offensive foul.
Yeah, it's a little bit aggressive there with the push in the back. Awaka looked like he could have came up with another offensive board.
Richie Katz with the call. Referees tonight, Richie Katz, Patrick Bowie, and Cesar Tejada. So Iona's got to be careful, right? You can't get in too big of a deficit, and they try to go showtime there as New tried to get the ball inside to Bryant, but that connection for the alley-oop didn't connect.
And that's one that could have pumped up the team, but both players not on the same page.
Victory for 3. Back rim, no good. And a big rebound there by Bryant. And again, another opportunity now for Iona. They swing it to New. New into the corner. Back out to Green. Benwari Singh. New tried to get it inside. Look out. Captain Jack. Timeout. Iona.
Look, when Captain Jack gets in that open court, you don't know what's going to happen, but you know this. You see the steal, takes the ball, and then it's all about takeoff and the jam. Gets it right there, and that leads to a timeout. You talked about this being a dangerous time, Dylan, for the Gales. Down 18. This could get out of hand really quickly. You know, Coach Alvarado was telling his guys to keep the energy and not get flustered on defense. And most importantly, they've got to take care of the ball. 3 turnovers in this quarter already for the Gales.
Ian Jackson now with 11, the 6'4" sophomore, averaging 18 points a game, number 6th ranked player in the class of 2024. That's not in New York. That is in the 50 states of the United States. Long, wiry, can shoot it. We could see how he attacks the rim with ferocity. Leonard Hamilton from Florida State called at the start of the year. He's got an offer from St. John's. Listen, Mike Anderson was here for the Stepanak game, was on that baseline that Jackson just attacked. Already like 40 different Division I coaches have expressed interest in a sophomore who, again, we showed you the back page and the interest that he has, and will only get better from here.
It will. I like him as a player. Good motor, plays hard on defense too. That should be noted as well.
Benwari Singh, good-looking freshman as well. But you can see a little bit of the problem here now for the Gales. Behind his back goes Green, stripped by Williams. Will stay here with Iona.
Yeah, right now the Gales just not able to get anything going as far as penetration and kick. They've been moving the ball around, but it's just been all around the perimeter.
New struggling to get the ball in. Finally does, just beats that count. New wants it back, does get it out by the scorer's table, and I'll set the play up from here. But there is 8 on the shot clock, so they've got to hurry here, the Gales do. 3, Benwari Singh, that didn't hit didn't hit the rim, it hit the backboard, nearly hit our table. Well, it did hit our table. Do I get a rebound for that?
I think you do. I'm gonna give you the rebound on that.
I also saved our monitor and our camera, so that's a lot there.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
No saves in basketball, but we got to count it for something.
Our director, Chris Sweeney, with a big thumbs up. I'll take the thumbs up.
There you go.
And a turnover for Hayes. And this is a little bit of what Joe Lodes has been saying, right? Where you've got the opportunity to really put your foot on the throat, if you will, of your opponent, and they've not really done that this year. They did it at St. Peter's, but obviously a different level of opponent here. Captain Jack. Oh, he tried the flush. Didn't go. Victory spins. That doesn't go as well. Bryant will get called for the travel. He grabbed the rebound. It fell on that as well.
I was shocked Captain Jack didn't get that between the legs dunk to go down. A little razzle-dazzle there, unable to go. But you're right, Dylan. This is a time where you think they want to push this lead and put them away. They're up 18. They've forced a bunch of turnovers. I believe that was the 5th in this quarter already. But you've got to capitalize off of those when you can.
Yeah, in this quarter, it's only 4-0.
Right.
So you think maybe they should be 10-0 perhaps, and now you can maybe start getting some guys in the game and get a longer rotation, if you will. And again, you need it. You're playing Lehigh in less than 24 hours. Here's Moore out by midcourt to Jackson. Jackson on Benwari Singh, pulls back for a deep 2.
And that's the next level of his game. He already is a decent shooter. If that shot can get ever better with the athleticism he has, he's going to be dangerous.
20-point lead. And you can see how this game has gone, right? You look at the first quarter, 20-17, a 3-point game. And then Hayes outscores Iona 21-11. And right now it's 6-0 in the third quarter.
Yeah, so they've been dominating since the first, where it was really close. And can they get it to that next level, like you said, and really put this game away? That's going to be interesting to see as we have 4:35 to go in this third period.
Johnny Keenan back in for New. Keenan inbounds, stolen away. Here comes Fields in transition. Captain Jack, I see you, says Fields.
I could see Fields thought for a second about passing that to Captain Jack, and then he said, nope, I'm going to take this one for myself.
Deep 3 by Keenan, no good. Rebound by Green, loses it on his way, but he'll stay with the ball. As a lot of these guys do, Green was recruited by Hayes as well, right, to come here. And it was the job of Joe Toussaint. Now we know him over at Iowa right now doing his thing as well. Joe Loade says, Joe, get me Green. Here's a 3-point shot, rims out, no good. Keenan, the putback rebound is good. So obviously, Toussaint did not get the job done there, right? But he said, you know, he kind of told Green all about Hayes and the tradition and the athletics and the academics and everything that comes with Hayes. But he also provided a warning to Green, said, listen, you're going to come here. Owaka, another deep 3. He's got 2 threes, 16 on the game. But to continue the story, he said to Green, if you don't come here, though, you're not scoring against us. As now Green pump fakes, goes baseline, doubled, kicks it out, 3-point shot, rims out, no good. Here comes Owaka. Keenan does a good job just getting in the way. Three-point shot, rims out. Owaka, the offensive rebound, and the putback.
How many times has Dylan said that today? Offensive rebound, Owaka, putback. You see it again there. 5 consecutive points by Owaka.
He's got 18 now as well. 55-30, foul line. Jumper rims out, no good. Traore with the rebound. Quickly outlets to Owaka, who is hammered on his way. So we can continue that story now as Bryant picks up his second. So, true to form, Iona, with a young Green, plays an experienced Tucson early in his career, and Tucson took it personally. He locked up Green. There was a point late in the game. Hayes is up big. Lodes tries to take Tucson out of the game. First free throw by Owaka rims out. Tucson says, no. I'm staying in, coach. He goes, I'm staying in as long as Green's in. He's like, he is not scoring in this game. He got angry. He took that personally that Green didn't come to Hayes. Green did himself all right. Tucson's done all right for himself as well on the next level.
And what should be noted, Dylan, he did not score in that game.
He did not score in that game. Nice reverse layup on the baseline there by A.J. Rodriguez. Rodriguez with 4. Jackson from 3, rims out. Owaka, come on.
He's got fantastic hands. It's not just the physical strength. Look at that rebound right there. Able to tap it to himself, control it, and a soft touch to go up and score.
He's got 20 of his team's 57. Keenan. Green. Oh, that's a good look there from just inside the foul line.
Good patience there by the Gales to get the shot they wanted, moving the ball against the Hayes defense.
Green has 12. They go corner. Another deep shot. Rims out. No good by Owaka. Here comes Green in transition. Fouled on his way up by Traore.
It's not what you want if you're Hayes. You don't want the Gales to get in a rhythm. You don't want to stop the clock. Allow them to take points off the board while the clock is not moving.
That is Traore's second. Green missed the free throw with the students behind chanting, "We love Junior."
Oh, man. Student sections can be rough sometimes.
I wonder if they know the story of Josie's son.
I have a feeling they do. They've done their homework and their research. I have a feeling they do.
They are a well-studied group, this student section. Both free throws no good. 1:36 left in the third quarter. Hayes has busted this game open. We go in the corner again. That's a 3 that rims out. Green in transition. Gets by Jackson, but doesn't get by Traore, who thought he should have the ball. Richie Katz says, listen, calm down a little bit. We're going to stay here with Iona.
Traore has a point there. It did go off of the leg of Green Jr.
Yeah, we're not going to the monitors here in the Catholic League. At least not yet, right? Green
Not yet.
from the 3-point. Oh, gets the friendly rim.
Green Jr. in the corner.
He's got 15. Obviously a team high for the Gales. There is Traore. Nearly lost it. Good defense there by Keenan. We go corner 3. That rims out. Loose ball. Ryan can't get it, and Victory is fouled on his way up.
Victory always seems to be right there for a steal. Great hands and able to go really quickly right around the rim.
That's his first.
He's a tough point guard.
Second.
He is that. We talked about Hayes' struggles at St. Ray's, but Victory was a big leader in that game for Hayes. First free throw rims out. Had 18, including 13 of 15 from the foul line. Lightning fast, kind of one of those throwback point guards. He's going to press you the whole floor. Northeast 10, Division II interest right now.
Yeah, he's a scrappy guard. Great speed, as you said. Good, decent playmaker, I will say. You can tell he's played a lot on the playgrounds with the style and the way he plays.
He goes 1 of 2 from the line. Keenan, nice fake. Ooh, the little floater. No good. Offensive rebounds, and actually it will stay here with Iona as Victory went out of bounds. Final 37 seconds. Awaka comes back in for Hayes, replacing Ian Jackson. Back out to Keenan. Keenan, nice ball fake there by Green, goes to the lane, his own putback, no good. Another rebound by Awaka. Victory with the ball in his hands. They can hold again for the last. They lose it instead. We go the other way. Bariti. Get out of here, says Awaka. We have seen, Dexter, I think, almost the whole arsenal from Tobe Awaka. If he wants to put his highlight reel for college coaches, I think just showcase these first, what are we, almost at 24 minutes.
Oh, yeah, you've seen it all. Inside, outside, defensive boards, offensive boards, block shots. You got it all from Awaka tonight.
Green doubles, switches it. Keenan for 3, good! Another 3 by the freshman, Johnny Keenan. He had 5, which matched Green's numbers in that third quarter. The freshman scores, but it's an 18-point lead for Cardinal Hayes. It's been a fun night, a lot of jams. Captain Jack as well as Tyleek Fields. 58-40 is your score after 3 quarters. You're watching this Catholic AA showdown on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Parents and athletes, why leave your college career in the hands of amateurs? Varsity Media produces professional college recruiting videos that you can use to help land a spot on the team. Our highlight reels have proven to save thousands of dollars in college tuition. You've worked hard and put the effort into your high school athletic career. Don't take any chances when it comes to your future. Varsity Media has been producing college recruiting videos since 2010. We understand what college coaches are looking for, and our attention to detail on your highlights will separate your resume from others. Stand out from the crowd. We'll help showcase your talents. Contact Varsity Media today and order a college recruiting video. Parents and athletes, why leave your college career in the hands of amateurs?
Welcome back to John Duffy Court. Dylan Butler, Dexter Henry, final 8 minutes of this one. Cardinal Hayes looking to improve to 5-0 and 4-0 in league play. They've got an 18-point lead here at the start of this fourth quarter. Jackson loses it. Green tries to go the other way. Stripped from behind by Jackson. That's what you like to see, right, from a young sophomore. He didn't give up on the play, loses it offensively, but then comes back, tracks back, and pushes the ball away.
Hey, definitely like to see that. At the same time, you want to make sure that the Cardinals don't get careless, have turnovers here, and give this team confidence. You got to remember, Iona Prep, as we talked about at the top, came from down 18 in their last game.
Yeah, they were down 18 with 1:40 left in the third quarter. They went 15-0 between the end of the third and the opening portions of the fourth quarter. Long 3 rims out. Ryan chases down the rebounds, hands it off to Green. Rodriguez, nice fake, back out. Keenan, the extra pass. Ryan from 3, off the rim, no good. Rim will bounce out of bounds. But yeah, in that game at Holy Cross, Blaze New, 18 points, 8 assists. RJ Green, 15 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. Bariti, 13 and 11. Rodriguez, 11 and 7. Benwari Singh, 8 points. So a big comeback win for Iona, but clearly a step up in class here tonight against the Hazemen.
Yep, and in that, you see for Iona Prep, they had contributions from everybody. They've relied heavily on Green, as we thought they would tonight. Another player has to step up if they're going to get back into this game.
Extra pass. There is Jackson. Rims out no good. Green rips down the board. Gets doubled. Steps out, goes corner. Ryan drives baseline into Awaka. Gets the bucket.
Ryan showing he could do more. The score from the outside. Nice drive there and finish. And the lead is down to 14.
He has 8. Mikey Ryan does. Brother Matz, we saw what he could do in the NBA, now in the G League. Awaka's 3 rims out. Keenan drives. Layup, no good. Green misses the flush on the putback. Victory goes the other way. In the lane, no good. But he's fouled on his way up.
I thought Green actually got fouled on that putback attempt, but see Victory here with a nice take to draw the foul, and he'll get to the line. You talk about how he had a penchant for getting to the line in the last game, doing the same thing here in this contest, but this could be a huge shift because it looked like the Gales had a chance to get it within 12. Now the Cardinals have a chance to push it up to 16.
Yeah, we talked to Joe Loads about some keys, and he says, look, the number one key in any game for us this year is to keep Tobey on the court because of his rebounding ability. And number 2, he says he tells his kids, we need to get a shot at the rim every time down because there's a good chance that Tobey is going to get the rebound. So you keep Tobey on the floor. You want to limit your turnovers. But this is another one of those kind of the signs that you're hoping for of a team maturing during the season is, again, you had an 18-point lead. You don't want it to shrink to 14 or 12.
Right.
You want to extend it to 25, right, and continue to put the pressure on the opponent, allow some of your other guys to come off the bench, give your starters some rest. And that's not been the case. Again, it was at St. Peter's where they won 83-54. They pretty much put that one away early. But again, against the better teams, and you need to kind of do that more consistently. Victory misses the first free throw.
And doing that consistently means playing well in all areas of the game. So that's finishing in terms of scoring, not turning over the ball, being able to force turnovers and capitalize off of those forced turnovers. And we've seen Hayes get a little bit away from that, and that's left the door open, shall you say, for the Iona Gales.
Ryan tries to go baseline. Loses it. And you can see what Ryan brings, right? He's getting the ire of the student section. Again, he's just coming off the football field, right? So he's got that football mentality onto the hardwood.
Oh, yeah. He's got that come get some. He's ready to take on the crowd. Fire
Keenan.
up his team.
Green spins, and he's fouled on his way up.
And there you go. Now they have a chance to cut into this lead. Clock stops. But it's part of that learning experience you're talking about, Dylan. This is where you want to be careful because you don't want to give a team like Iona Prep any thoughts of life or comeback. They'll start believing in themselves. Their last game, they came back down 18 with 1:40 to go in the third. And they have the belief of things that worked when they kept the energy going in that last one. And they're going to try to do the same thing here. If they can get this closer, if they can get this under double digits, that's only going to continue. That belief is going to grow.
Green knocks down the first. Missed the second. Rebound by Awaka. And Ryan.
He's pumped up, man.
He's just all energy. You could tell he likes to wear that villain cape on the road, right?
Oh, yeah. He has no problem being the heel.
Williams. Awaka. They get it inside. That's what happens. And you know that's exactly what Joe Loge is going to be saying, right?
And I'm glad. We haven't really seen that. He got the ball, made a quick decision, put it on the floor, went up strong, and finished. It's a good sign to see that from Awaka.
Lead back up to 15. Keenan to Green. Ryan called for it in the corner. Doesn't get it. Awaka comes away with it. Victory is fouled. So you can see right there, right, where you're not trying to get these highlight reel dunks anymore if you're Iona, right? You want to foul. If they're going to get 2 points, let them get it from the foul line.
That's right.
That's his second.
Keenan gets the foul, his second. He and Ryan will go to the bench. And that's good when you can get that kind of activity, right, from Orion. He's shown his ability from three. You know, he'll get his fouls as well. He'll bring the energy as well. It's exactly what you want from a guy inside of your rotation.
Yeah, he seems to know his role. He knows what he's here for when he steps on the court, and has to bring that energy on the offensive end and defensive end, too. And he's played hard. You got to love that.
Awaka this time misses the putback. We've not really seen that. Benwari Singh dribbles right into the double, and that's one of those signs of a freshman, right, where he's got to be aware of his surroundings on the court. Wasn't there, turns the ball over.
And a good double and trap there by Hayes, using the sideline as an extra man. That forced that turnover right there. Now it's closing time for Hayes. Can they put this away for good?
Fields swings it to Jackson. They go in the corner. Moore from three, no good. Awaka! He will get fouled, so he'll go to the line.
This is as dominant as a performance that I've seen on the boards in quite some time by a player here in New York City. And it's on the defensive rebounding end, on the offensive rebounding end, which has been particularly impressive for Awaka. Just the ability to score, and when he gets fouled, with the great touch that he has, he's going to get you two from the line.
Knocks him down. 62-45. So 2 more points for Tobe Awaka.
Add him up.
I'm trying. Green, high arcing three, no good. Another rebound for Awaka. Victory. Moore goes to the lane. Awaka, the putback.
With another rebound.
Yes, you heard the PA announcer. I don't know if the listeners, viewers can hear this, but another offensive rebound and putback for Awaka.
26 for Awaka. 3-point shot is good. Benwari Singh.
26 for Awaka, and he has at least 20 rebounds. I'll tell you that, folks, at least.
Benwari Singh now with 8. And we'll have some subs coming in off the foul.
Foul committed by Blaze New. That's his first.
Foul on New.
6.
His first and team 6. This place will go wild if Danny Garfias gets his second varsity basket. Number 31 inbounding the ball right now. Very good story, the 5'10 senior. He hands it off to Jackson. Jackson scoop layup is good.
Nice finish there by Jackson. Yeah, we're rooting for Garfias to get that second career field goal.
Benwari Singh, no good. He got that as putback attempt was no good. He got that lone varsity basket. There he is in the corner. Swings it. He's trying to get his first varsity assist. Try to get it to Awaka inside, knocked away. And
Ronald Green Jr. with the dunk.
R.J. Green with the dunk. There was a Hayes player in his vicinity. That's why there's no tech, as you can see here.
Full.
Hung on the rim a little bit, but it was for safety. Didn't want to land on anybody.
So yeah, let's give Garfias a little love right now, right? So he's a kid, 31 here for Hayes. He was cut as a freshman. He was cut as a sophomore. He was cut as a junior. He's kept coming back for tryouts. And Joe Load says, I always like to give a senior his opportunity to play his first year. Like, you know, give him that experience of being a varsity player. And Garfias has come in. He's been in great shape. And he told him, listen, you know, he scored his first basket at St. Peter's. He said, listen, that's a big deal. He said to him, you know, he said, that's a big deal for you. You're in the scorebook, right? Like, you've scored for Cardinal Hayes on the varsity. Like, you've made it, man. And, like, he really gave him a lot of love for that basket.
Yeah, and he's out the game now and got some run. But, look, everybody remembers, if you've played, you remember your first varsity basket. You definitely are going to remember that, and it's something he will always remember no matter what he goes on to do. So a special moment for him. Glad he was able to have that.
And again, off the timeout, we've seen it numerous times, right? And maybe that's the problem for Steve Alvarado. You don't have 30 timeouts to take, but when you take a timeout, you've seen them ratchet up the intensity on defense. That was the case there.
Yep, that is the case. And that's also the case of a young team where you have these lulls, Dylan, where sometimes you've got that intensity and focus and then it goes away. And good teams, veteran teams that played together for a long time, they understand they have to bring this consistently for 32 minutes.
16-point lead. There is Victory getting past New. Owaka!
Victory finds Owaka in the lane.
Nice finish there. Nice dish there by Victory.
28. Runner in the lane by Blaze New. He's back in the score sheet, his first bucket since the first quarter. And that's been a big change there, right? If you want to look at, you don't want to just put it on him, right? But New is a kid who, again, in his last game had 18, was a big emotional leader. Owaka again.
Back-to-back dunks, rocking the rim.
Owaka, the rim rocker.
I like that. That could be a nickname for him right there. I like it, Dylan. As you see there, also this is again off penetration. Nice find there. That was the first dunk from the right side. Nice finish there for the two-hand flush.
30 points now for Tobey Owaka. And you know what? Let's show the other one as well, right? Why not?
Left side, same action, and he finishes strongly again. When that man goes up, nobody wants to jump with him. That's for sure.
We mentioned before the schools. He's got the academics, the athletics, really certainly appears, right, to be that guy that's got a little bit of everything. Owaka, it looks like, likely now.
His night is done.
His night is done. They're going to lock him up now. 30 on the game. We know he had a double-double for sure. Ben Warising missed that three-point attempt. Look, Iona's going to lose this game, right? But you could see, and again, they were not expected to be this young, right? So a lot of adversity in that sense. They're going to be good going forward. I think by the time February and March comes around, they're going to be a tough out in the Catholic League.
Look, they play tough. You got to give credit. They were down 20-17 after one. They had intensity in spurts, especially on the defensive end. You can just see their team, if they work at some things, they continue to give hard effort, especially on the defensive end. They're going to muck some things up, as you said, and they're going to be in some games, and some teams are going to not want to play them in February and March for sure.
Green, who missed the first free throw, he's the only guy who's played a full varsity season.
Wow, wow, and when you think about that, it's a huge impact on just the experience on this team.
And only, as good job by Richie Katz there, knowing how emotional Mikey Ryan has been in this one, off of the foul. But yeah, that's the thing too, especially when you think about, and it's lost a little bit, right, for us, but when you lose a year because of COVID last year, right? Owaka is the only guy for Hayes who's been a varsity player, but Iona's even younger, right? So Green is the only who played varsity. He had 3 who have played in the Catholic League before, 1 on the freshman level, 2 on the JV level. So they're still trying to kind of understand how hard you have to compete night in and night out. But once that does click, and maybe it clicked in that Holy Cross win, again, they will be a tough team to beat.
Indeed.
20-point lead, final minute here. 3, no good. Garfias, the rebound. Ooh, puts it behind his back. Garfias, the double. Loses it, but it stays. Cardinal Hayes ball. The other funny thing about Joel Lode says about Garfias, you know, all these college coaches coming to the gym, right? He's the first guy. Hi, coach. I'm Daniel Garfias. You need a guy? You need me?
Listen, you ain't got to get ready if you stay ready. So I like that Garfias is always ready. I like that, man. That's a good attitude to have. I like it. He's ready. He's ready and available. Let's see if he's ready for another bucket here.
Williams double, splits it. Goes into the corner. 3-point shot. Rims around, no good. New, the rebound. Intercepted inside by Williams. He's got Garfias on the left. Pulls up. No good. Rebounds for Iona. That's Charlie Williams, the sophomore. Mikey Ryan, 13 seconds. Blaze New, nice cut to the basket. He has 6. Garfias. No, he will not.
Come on, Garfias.
He's been here, done that. He's got his varsity basket.
I would have shot it.
Good for you, Danny Garfias. 72-54 is your score. Cardinal Hayes improves to 5-0. 4-0 in the Catholic High School League. Big win for Hayes, a big one tomorrow afternoon as well. They take on top 10 ranked Long Island Lutheran. So a big game for them. Iona Prep is now 1-4, 1-3 in the Catholic High School League. We're going to get ourselves set up here. We'll have the big fella himself, Tobe Owaka, with us momentarily. We'll get ourselves set up. We are good. Tobe Owaka, our varsity media player of the game. Tobe, congratulations on a big performance.
Thank you, thank you.
We know you had it in you. 30 points, probably 20 rebounds at least. Feeling it out there today. How'd you feel?
I felt great. Just rebounding, scoring, playing the best I can with my teammates, all that.
Yeah, Coach Loads has said, really part of what you guys have wanted, or the team wanted to do this week, is to get you the ball inside. Work plays for you. Well, so much of your offense have come off of putbacks.
Yep.
We saw that a little bit here tonight, where your guards were able to feed you the ball inside, and I'd imagine with your size and your strength, you feel pretty confident when you've got those one-on-one matchups inside.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely have a size advantage, and also when my teammates pass me the ball inside, I know defense is going to drop, so that also opens up chances for teammates to get open shots on the perimeter.
You came in averaging 14 points, but 30 on the game. That's a good number to have right
definitely.
there for a guy that obviously, you've got a lot of colleges looking at you. You're looking to get your college scholarship, a big effort. I'd imagine you're obviously you're more pleased with the team victory.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But individually, you certainly brought that here tonight.
Yeah. I'm just trying to do the best I can to contribute to a team win.
This is an important one in the league. You guys didn't overlook a St. Peter's team, right, after that big emotional win over Stepanek. You know that you have Lehigh tomorrow, but you took care of business tonight. I'd imagine you're pretty happy about that.
Definitely. This was a divisional league game today. Coach from the get-go was just saying, bring intensity, defense, share the ball, all that, and we came out with the win.
Coach Loads puts a lot on you. He says that you're not only the best rebounder in the league, but he thinks that you should be the favorite to win the player of the year. I know you're not necessarily about the individual accolades, but look, this league, a lot of special players have come through here.
Yep.
I don't know. Is that a goal for you, or are you thinking more team stuff?
It definitely is, but first and foremost, it's a city championship this year. Player of the year, that's more up to, other people's opinions, all that. I can only control what I can control. But first and foremost is a city championship definitely this year.
There you go, Tobe Owaka. You keep playing like this, I think you've got a pretty good chance of getting that chip. Congratulations on a great game, a great performance, and good luck going forward as well.
Appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. Tobe Owaka. Listen, when you get 30 points, 20-plus rebounds, you deserve to be on with us post-game as well. A great performance by the big fella, Dexter. We heard there from him as well, right? High academics guy as well. Spoke well, right? You could tell he's got that head on his shoulders, a good leader for a pretty young still Cardinal Hayes team. Yeah,
great leader there, and he's got a bright future ahead of him. I think whoever gets him at the next level is going to be very impressed with this young man. As you see, he's a very hard worker, well-conditioned, and that's the effort that he shows on the defensive end, on the offensive end, finishing with rebounds and putbacks. That's just an inspiration for the rest of his team, and that's going to follow and bode well for Hayes as they try to make that championship run.
I think so, too. So Hayes, another victory. They are now 5-0 on the year, 4-0 in the league. Iona Prep drops to 1-4, 1-3. That'll do it from us here from John Duffy Court, from Matt McCower-Brown, bringing you all those moving images. Our director extraordinaire, Chris Sweeney. My broadcast partner as well, Dexter Henry. Dylan Butler, thanking you for joining us. And we look forward to seeing you again soon on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.